Hey ladies, good afternoon. So right now, just so you know, in case you hear a crazy noise, it is our Roomba vacuuming, which is amazing. If you're considering getting a robotic vacuum, highly recommend. But if you're wondering what that noise is, it's the vacuum. So as you guys are popping on, please say hello. I see some of you popping on. I would love to see who's on here and hear from you. We have so many new faces around here, and we're always getting new faces, and so I would love to meet you guys and hear where you're from. So if you're here, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. So today we are going to chat about parenting, because I work with so many women. So many of my clients feel as if they are usually, not always, but usually world's worst parent. And it's usually because they feel like they're on social media too much. They feel like they're not managing their time well. They feel like a hot mess mom, right? If you have ever felt that way, drop a 1. I'm dropping like all the ones, you guys. Even though I'm a time management coach, I can still feel like a hot mess. There are other areas that I feel like I fail, and we all can feel like world's worst parent, right? So we're gonna chat about this quickly today. So I wanted to hop on here in case some of you are struggling, because I know that last week when we were staying at my parents' house, it was amazing. It was so fun to be able to stay at my parents' house, but I felt sometimes like things were chaotic, and I felt like, oh my goodness, our kids don't really have a routine. There's a little bit of unpredictability here. I felt like, what are my kids, how are they gonna act? You know, I didn't necessarily feel like I was ruining them just for staying in my parents' home. We try and raise our kids with a lot of flexibility, but I felt like a little glimpse of that, oh my goodness, my world's worst parent right now, right? And so I was listening to the radio. Actually, I cannot claim the info in this video as my own. I was listening to the radio, and 2 truth bombs on the radio about parenting. Like, I almost had to pull over when I heard them, because they blew my mind. And they are 2 truths that I now hold on to when I feel like this, okay? So I know, like I said, I know that there are lots of fellow fearful mamas. You feel like you're ruining your kids because maybe you don't even have a schedule, and your kids are not in routine, and therefore they don't nap well, or they don't eat well, or you don't get to do fun things with them like you would like to, whatever it is. I know that there are fellow fearful mamas, okay? So this one is for you. The first thing that I want to share with you, the first truth bomb that we have to hold on to, that I truly pray that you would hold on to for the rest of time, for as long as you're a parent. The first one is that God was the perfect parent, right? The absolute perfect parent, and his kids still disobeyed. Like, what? When I heard that, I thought, oh my gosh, that is so freeing, that knowing that even if we were the perfect parent, which we're going to get into in a second, even if we were the perfect parent, our kids still would not be perfect, because that's just the way that the world is. So God, who literally created us, who is the perfect parent, who knows everything about us, he was the perfect parent, and his kids still disobeyed. And it had nothing to do with him, right? Because he's perfect and he's holy, and he can't mess things up, but we can. And so God, the perfect parent, his kids still disobeyed. Okay, so keep that in mind, number 1. The second thing is our holiness. And this is actually, I did make this one up. I can claim credit for this one. This was something that came out of the truth that I just shared. So the first truth was from the radio. The second truth that I'm going to share with you, this is something that, as I was pondering and kind of chewing over this and just sitting with that truth, this is what came up for me. Our holiness, or our goodness, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't equal our kids' goodness or our kids' holiness. Meaning, even if we were the perfect parent, or even if we had the perfect schedule, the perfect amount of self-control when it comes to social media or eating or whatever it is that you struggle with, or the perfect amount of grace and discipline, or whatever it is, whatever you struggle with, even if you had that perfect amount, that still wouldn't transfer to our kids. Our holiness or our goodness does not equal our kids. Our kids still wouldn't be perfect, okay? There's only ever been one perfect person in the world, okay? Like, I'm getting all Bible on you guys, and that's Jesus, okay? And so I wanted to pop on here because, again, I work with so many women who feel like they're messing their kids up, and I wanted to just remind us of these truths. even if we were perfect, our kids still would not be perfect, okay? And there's no chance that we're going to be perfect, okay? There's absolutely no chance. There's only ever been one perfect person. Even if we had the perfect schedule, even if we had everything all together. Hey, Sarah, thanks for joining, girl. Our kids still wouldn't be perfect. So let's take that pressure off of trying to be perfect, of feeling like, if I had the perfect schedule, or if I were more like, and this is one that I get a lot, you guys, full transparency, I hear a lot from my friends, my family, Allie, if I just had the perfect schedule like you, I could be an amazing parent, or something along those lines. And you guys, can I be the first to say I am absolutely not the perfect parent. My amazing schedule and my time management skills do not equal perfection, or like we have it all together. Wherever we are succeeding, there's another place where we are struggling, okay? And so let's just drop that standard of perfection that we are putting on ourselves, and that fear that we're putting on ourselves, as if we had the perfect schedule, or even if you took my time management course, that you would be the perfect parent, or that you could finally have everything together. That's just not the case, okay? This isn't normally a message that you'll hear from somebody who's offering a product, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Our product, our time management course, absolutely will change your life. You will be more productive, you will be more present, but you will not be perfect. You will have other things that you're gonna struggle with, okay? So while I'm a strong believer in our course, you're not gonna be perfect coming out of it. You're gonna be more present, you're gonna be more productive, and if you struggle with those things, it is for you. But there's gonna be other areas that you struggle in, okay? So I wanna encourage all of us, myself included, I'm preaching in the choir, let's drop the standard of perfection. And here is, instead of me just saying like, drop it, I want to share with you what I'm doing lately that has been so helpful. And that's actually repeating this mantra to myself. And the mantra is, I'm doing the best I can by God's grace. Okay? So I'm not just going to leave it at, I'm just doing the best that I can, like pulling myself up by my bootstraps, because we have a creator who knows us and can help us. And so by God's grace, I'm doing the best that I can. And I'm not worrying about being perfect. I'm totally fine with being world's okayest mom, because that takes the pressure off, and that reminds me that God is in control, and that He is going to be the one to carry me through motherhood, even with an amazing schedule, even with amazing time management, even being present and being productive. I'm only doing it by God's grace, okay? So think of a mantra for yourself if you're feeling like world's worst parent, or if I could just fill in the blank. Think of a mantra for yourself. Repeat that to yourself, and I pray that it would include grace for yourself, and that it would include something about God helping you and God's strength, because we cannot do this thing on our own, ladies. He created us. He knows exactly what we need. So hopefully this was helpful, ladies. I pray that it was helpful. If you guys have questions, or if you want to chat about this with me, you guys know that I am always, you ladies, I always say guys, you ladies know that I would love to chat with you about this. So shoot me a message. I would love to chat, all right? Hey, Becky, I'm just hopping off. If you guys are just hopping on, I see a bunch of you hopping on right now. If you're just hopping on, go back and watch the replay, and I pray that it is encouraging, okay, ladies? All right, I will chat with you soon. Hey, Danielle, I'll see you soon. Bye, ladies.